again to make sure that the risk has reduced to less than 10%. So you have to be proactive about your health. Okay, so then of course, tip number 6, you have to develop a healthy routine. I remember I just gave a story of somebody that gets up in the morning thinking that he's still going to work. And he dresses up and he forgets that he has retired. And then he stays and he doesn't have anything to do. Even in retirement, develop a routine for yourself so that you don't feel idle at any time. Know when to eat, when to relax, go and meet friends, make it a habit so that your quality of life will be okay. Then keep challenging your brain. Find stimulating ways to challenge your brain. Puzzle, Sudoku, all those reading books, things that will keep your mind active. They help to reduce the chances of developing things like Alzheimer's disease, So you can practice new things, try new recipes if you're a cook. You can try new ways of cooking, just excite yourself. Some people go to play golf. In fact, that's even how the golf game came up. People wanting to, keep themselves active and mentally challenged. So it's very important that you keep challenging your brain. Now, we are coming to the end. Let me play this. Are you seeing this? This is, I'll tell you about this man. This is Dr. Jeffrey. He's a medical doctor. Who can guess his age? 70. Huh? He's 70, yeah? Dr. Jeffrey is 84. Yes. Okay, listen. Okay.
Jeffrey Light was born in July 1938.
Are you hearing it?
Until the age of 60, Dr. Jeffrey lived the ordinary life of a working man. A family therapist from New York, who devoted his whole life to work, suddenly realized that he had life without himself. By that time, the doctor was already suffering from diabetes and had heart problems. He developed a large stomach, shortness of breath, and chronic fatigue.
Okay. I'm trying to give it, increase the volume. Please come and help me. Let's increase the volume. Huh? I want to.
Analyzed his diet and first of all excluded sugar, low products, white rice, potatoes, food with born in July 1938. He is now 84 years old. Until the age of 60, Dr. Jeffrey lived the ordinary life of a fading man. A family therapist from New York, who devoted his whole life to work, suddenly realized that he neglected the most important patient, himself. By that time, the doctor was already suffering from diabetes and had heart problems. He developed a large stomach, shortness of breath, and chronic fatigue. It was difficult for him to climb even one flight of stairs. And the saddest thing that men are afraid of, Jeffrey had impotence. The emerging age crisis made him think about his future life. Then, at the age of 60, a historic decision was made. The beginning of the struggle with old age. Jeffrey said, "It's never too late to be healthy.
It's never too late to be healthy.
I'll do it." He analyzed his diet and first of all excluded sugar, flour products, white rice, potatoes, food with harmful fats from the diet, and also stopped drinking beer. Then he went to the gym and started training. The doctor chose a former Marine as his coach, who would not allow him to doubt and feel sorry for himself. After 5 months, Jeffrey managed to lose 25 kilograms of excess weight. This victory motivated him to study even harder in the gym and to do it consistently. Soon he made tangible progress. The diseases began to recede. The beer belly disappeared, and the body began to acquire athletic features. One day he found out about a competition for older athletes and sent his photos to the competition in the format before and after. Unexpectedly, Jeffrey became the winner of this contest.
I seen the six
Another
pack.
incentive to study even harder. Soon Jeffrey turned from an old fat man into a healthy and energetic person. He proved by personal example that after 60 years, he can not only look attractive, but also get rid of diseases. Yes, it is difficult. Yes, there will be failures and breakdowns, but you need to be patient, not give up, and move towards the goals. One of the difficulties Jeffrey Life faced after 60 years is the loss of muscle mass and the disposition of fat in the abdomen and thighs. Despite the fact that he ate right and worked hard at fitness, something was bothering him. It was a period of despair, and the man decided to be examined to find the reason. The culprit was andropause, an age-related decrease in testosterone levels in the body, which slows down the growth of muscle mass. The answer was found. Jeffrey got to one conference where he met gerontologists. After the consultation, and reduced amounts of fat and carbohydrates. He was also prescribed hormone replacement therapy. Plus, he picked up vitamins and other dietary supplements that are necessary at his age to stimulate the production of natural testosterone. After a couple of months, the man felt significant changes in his body. He got rid of fat accumulations and gained high-quality muscle mass. Here's what every man needs to know about testosterone, says Jeffrey Light. First, do some physical exercises every day. Secondly, make sure that everything that gets into your stomach does not harm you, but benefits. Thirdly, make sure that there is no hormonal deficiency in your body. Since the time, Jeffrey has been keeping himself in good shape for many years. He devotes time to strength training at least 5 times a week, doing cardio, stretching, and swimming. But fitness is far from the only activity in his life. He has a family and other hobbies. Jeffrey trains for a black belt in Taekwondo, also doing Thai boxing. His interest in his own nutrition made him become a professional in the field of dietetics. Someone's life ends after 70 years, and someone is just beginning. Jeffrey Life was so pleased with the results of his methodology that he decided to incorporate the lessons he had learned into his own medical practice. Since then, he has helped many people struggle with age, and even wrote a useful book on this topic. Here's what Dr. Jeffrey Life says about muscle mass. Older people consume insufficient amounts of protein, and this contributes to the loss of muscle mass. He advises people over the age of 60 to take protein and other important supplements. Calcium, vitamin D3, multivitamin mineral complex, coenzyme Q10, probiotics, and lycopene. By the way, what do you think about increasing protein in the diet in old age?
Okay.
Jeffrey Light was born in July.
Okay. We have one more.
Meet the amazing Takeshi
How old
Mika.
is this one? Who can guess? How old is this lady? Huh? 85? She is 92.
The incredible 92-year-old fitness instructor from Japan. She's Japan's oldest fitness instructor who is still active, and she's such an inspiration to all of us. You might be wondering how she keeps herself healthy and energetic at her age. Well, we're here to take a deep dive into Takeshima's diet and find out what she eats daily to fuel her energy. So, let's go. The first thing Takeshima does in the morning is wake up before 4 a.m., drink a glass of water, and go for an exercise. At 4 a.m., she walks 4 kilometers, then in the opposite direction, she jogs 3 kilometers, and then walk another 1 kilometer. This takes about 2 hours, and it's an impressive way to start the day. After a good workout, she has breakfast at about 7 o'clock in the morning. Her breakfast is a well-balanced meal, rich in proteins and fermented foods that provide her with probiotics. Let's explore the specific items in her breakfast. One of the key items in her diet is natto. Natto is a traditional Japanese dish consisting of fermented soybeans and characterized by a slimy, sticky, and stringy texture. It has many nutritional benefits and is extremely popular in Japan. The smell may be surprising to newcomers, but natto is packed with nutrition. Just eating a 100-gram portion, you can enjoy 67% of the daily value of manganese, 48% of iron, 27% of magnesium and zinc, and also moderate levels of vitamin K, calcium, potassium, and selenium, among others. Natto contains more probiotics than non-fermented soybeans. This reduces unpleasant digestive symptoms and helps your body absorb nutrients more easily. You may think natto is hard to obtain, but in fact, it is easy to make at home. All you need are soybeans and fermented soybean powder to start the fermenting process. These can be easily made in a yogurt maker. But those who prefer not to do it from scratch, you can also buy them easily in a Japanese food store nearby. Along with natto, she also enjoys yogurt, which contains a lot of calcium, a mineral necessary for healthy teeth and bones. It's also high in B vitamins, particularly vitamin B12 and riboflavin, both of which may protect against heart disease and certain neural tube birth defects. 1 cup also provides 28% of your daily phosphorus, 10% for magnesium, and 12% for potassium. These minerals are essential for several biological processes, such as regulating blood pressure, metabolism, and bone health. Takeshima highlights that yogurt is good to wash down the taste of natto, and she enjoys yogurt with honey. Let's further explore her comprehensive breakfast spread. She enjoys a refreshing salad with lettuce, broccoli, which she highlights that it's in season, together with mini tomatoes and lean ham, which is cooked without oil on a pan. It is truly a balanced diet of fiber, vitamins, and protein. Another Japanese secret recipe in her breakfast is tsukmono, Japanese pickles that are served with practically every Meet the amazing Takeshima meat.
Okay, so let's just. Why I played this video? Why I played them is just for us to know that, in line with what I said earlier, that your aging system is actually under your control. Your aging is under your control. So the process of developing and maintaining the functional ability that enables well-being in older age is what we call healthy aging. Okay? So, what is a successful aging? A life that is free from serious debilitating diseases and disabilities. You're able to function well physically. You live independently and engage in most normal activities of daily living. You cannot say, I can't do it because I'm old or whatever. They maintain cognitive function and are actively engaged in mentally challenging and stimulating activities and in social and productive pursuits. They are resilient and able to cope reasonably well with physical, social, and emotional changes. and they believe that they have control over circumstances in their lives. So that's where we stop for now. It's time for us to, take questions. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay. He said one aspirin a day keeps the doctor away. Now, the reason for aspirin is, we're talking about the issue of cardiovascular illness. As you live your life, the blood tends to get thicker because of the issue of cholesterol, because of inflammation that takes place in your system. The blood, the clotting system becomes more active, so it's easy for blood cells to clump together. And when they clump together, they can block the blood vessels, taking blood to various parts of the body. That's the issue of heart attack. Now, the heart attack is when blood flow to the vessels in the heart are blocked, the person is said to have a heart attack, or angina. If it's partially blocked, we talk about angina. The person feels chest pain from time to time. When you do something, when you exert yourself a little, and the heart demands more blood flow, but because of that blockade, blood is not able to flow properly. So we talk about angina. But it was now discovered that aspirin actually helps to reduce the stickiness of the blood cells. So they now said that low dose of aspirin will help to maintain the blood flow. That is what led to that. It helps to prevent the issue of heart attack. But the thing is that if you adopt a healthy lifestyle, do the things we have talked about, you exercising, you eat properly, you don't smoke, and you maintain a healthy weight, you are active and all that, you discover that your blood will be flowing properly without you having to need aspirin, because that one too has its own challenges. There are some people that take aspirin and then they start bleeding. It causes people to bleed. I've seen someone that bled to death just because the person had diabetes, and because of the issue of cholesterol, he was placed on aspirin. Eventually, she started bleeding, because it prevents blood from clotting. So, and she bled to death gradually because of that. So it has its own little side effects. But if you're able to adopt the healthy lifestyle, you may stay without taking aspirin a day. Yeah. Give them the microphone so others will hear them.
So I want to find out, there is this machine, it's a Kedi product that you stand on and all your body will vibrate. And is there any way I know from there, when you're done, they say it makes the blood circulate well.
Okay.
Can that take the place of normal exercise? And is there any way to, is it true that it really, can it help in blood clots and the rest of it?
Okay, you know that our people are looking for quick, what do you call it? Shortcuts. They are simply taking advantage of your desire for shortcuts. If you engage actively, you remember all the things I mentioned. I didn't mention any machine that are going to stand. They know that you are lazy to do all those things. So somebody wants to make money from you, and he brings a machine that will come and shake you, and he will collect your money. That doesn't take the place of normal exercise and healthy living. Okay, even connected closely to that. I remember there was this machine that they brought out. They will ask you to step into the machine. When you step into the machine, it will bring out the list of all kinds of illnesses that you are going through. And then on the machine, and the water will turn brown. And they will tell you that it's toxins that are leaving your body. These things have been designed to collect money from you. they are not. They are supposed to take the place of normal, all these things we have talked about.
Okay, my question is about multivitamins.
Yes.
We have supplements and multivitamins that are in the market. Now, what's your take on having multivitamins? Because the idea that we have is that the foods that we have do not contain the nutrients, enough nutrients and vitamins that we should have. And even if we take vegetables every day, I do not think that all the nutrients are in those vegetables that we take. So what do you advise with multivitamins,
Okay.
supplements?
Yeah, supplementation is very important. It's key because of what you have said, you know. The food we eat on daily basis, they are not actually enough to give us all that we need to stay healthy. So that gave rise to the issue of needing supplements. And there are actually some very key supplements, especially as we are getting older. One of them is vitamin D, vitamin D3. You know, it's supposed to be part of your supplementation. You know, and it's important to have all those supplements. We have varieties of them. It's just that some of them, you know, the challenges of taking a lot of supplements is that they can make you feel very, you know, your appetite will increase. You want to eat, and then you forget about your other things that you need to do to keep staying healthy. But supplementation is key. Now, back to the issue of vitamin D. For instance, vitamin D helps your immune system to be high. Then it helps your bones to remain strong. It helps absorption of calcium so that your bones will remain strong. That's actually what vitamin D does. Remember I said that as you are getting older, the bones will become brittle and can easily break. So, but if you are taking vitamin D supplements, you know, they help to prevent that. They help your bones to be strong. Now, I'll give you a little story about the issue of vitamin D. You know, our skin is dark. Vitamin D is naturally produced when the sun shines on our skin. The body produces vitamin D that enables your calcium to be absorbed and all that. But because we are dark-skinned, the sun, we are saying a very hot, you know, our level of sunshine is very high. So as to be able to penetrate, give us enough vitamin D. But unfortunately, our colleagues, our black people in the US, you know, they don't have as much sunshine as we have here. So during that COVID period, it was discovered that a lot of the people who were dying were blacks. Blacks. The rate at which blacks were dying initially, you know, it was so huge and they were worried, why are blacks dying? Then they discovered that the reason was that, you know, the white skin, you know, is white, so it absorbs the little light that comes to be able to produce vitamin D. The dark skin, because it's dark, needs a lot of sunshine to produce vitamin D, which helps to protect you from respiratory illnesses like COVID. So when COVID came now, and that was during the winter period, the sunshine was low, and people were asked to stay indoors. So a lot of people, the people that suffered the most were the people that had low vitamin D. If I had the day find that they started doing tests, they discovered that most people were low on vitamin D. And that is even important. You have to take time and go and check your vitamin D status. You know, you go to the lab and get your vitamin D status checked and know it. So, but there's need to take supplements, vitamins. You know, they will help your body. You saw the story of Dr. Jeffrey. They were showing you the vitamins he was taking. it's important to supplement your diet with vitamins. Okay. Any other question? Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity. Mine is about sleep. You know,
Yes.
when you asked the question, only one person said she usually gets at least 6 hours sleep. Most time you tend to sleep maybe 8:30, 9. And oftentimes by 1, 2, your eyes are opened. How do we comb that? And what led to that? Because I know so many people are having that issue of
Okay.
sleeplessness.
Okay. Yes, sleeplessness is a very serious issue. And the time of sleep matters too. It is usually said that 4 hours to midnight is better than 4 hours after midnight, or something like that. If you sleep at the right time, the body is able to produce the melatonin that, and produce the hormones that will begin to work in your body and give you a restful state. But if you don't sleep, if you delay your sleep or do things to interfere with that sleep, your body will not get the benefits of the sleep that you had. So sleeping at night, usually in fact, you said you sleep by 8:30. Now, well, your own is special though, because most people have had, they hardly go to bed before 8:30. There are people that sleep early, but it's a very good habit that you sleep that early. At least you sleep before, from 8:30 to 12 or to 1, you've already had like 4 hours sleep. And sleep goes in cycles. Sleep goes in cycles. By the time you want to sleep, you move from the shallow state, you go to a deeper state, and then it comes back to the shallow state. It keeps happening like that. You wake up by around that 1, then if you just remain relaxed, after some time, the sleep comes again. It goes in cycles until you get up in the morning. But when you don't have a healthy sleep hygiene, I talked about sleep hygiene. There's something about sleep hygiene. Sleep hygiene means intentionally encouraging your body to be in a sleep state. If you don't encourage your body to sleep, your body will not sleep. If by 8:30, or if in the night, you go and load yourself with a mountain of Eba, and then you're waiting to sleep by 12, the sleep may not come because you have given the body a job to do. So the body is busy digesting food while you're waiting to sleep. Or you may even afford to close your eyes, but your body is working. It's busy digesting food, and it will affect the quality of that sleep. Or maybe you go and take coffee like 3 hours before bed. The coffee will keep you awake. It will make it difficult to sleep. And then something like our gadgets. Yes, you're watching television in your bedroom, your laptop, and all those blue lights coming from there will reduce the melatonin secretion in your body, and you'll not be able to rest properly. So these are the things that can affect. So if you want to increase your ability to sleep, just intentionally have a sleep hygiene. Make sure that your room is conducive. Your bed is okay. It's not the time that you sleep and you're having waist pain in the middle of the night and you wake up because of that. You have to make sure you're not having a respiratory problem, because there are some people that are overweight, and when they lie down, the airway is blocked and they're not breathing properly, and they'll be forced to wake up. There are many things that can make you not to have good sleep. So if you know those things, address them, you'll be able to sleep. Or if you're having problem with, if you're sleeping and you wake up and the sleep doesn't want to come again, quickly leave the room. Leave that bedroom. Your bedroom should be for sleep. Don't make it a place for staying awake. If you see you're staying awake, just get out of that room. Go and get something to, maybe pick a book to read. Before you know it, the sleep comes again. You go back and you continue from where you stopped. Okay, so those are some of the reasons.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
Please, sir, I don't know, somehow I started using vitamin C 1000. So I want to know if, not on regular basis anyway, I want to know if it has any effect, adverse effect or any disadvantage as regards my health.
Vitamin C is a beautiful supplement to take. It's an antioxidant. You know, vitamin C, it helps to take away free radicals. But one thing about vitamin C is that the body handles it easily. You know, the excess can be taken out of the body easily, so it's not really much of an issue. Yes. The only problem is, you know, when you take so much of, like, vitamin C comes with calcium, like CAC 1000. There's some people that take so much of that that the calcium leads to stone formation that tends to block the tubules and giving rise to things like a kidney stone and all that. But if it's just vitamin C, there's no problem with it. You know, apart from the sugar that goes with it. You know, some of them, they test, they have glucose associated, so that may be an issue. But taking ordinary vitamin C that doesn't have all those additives is fine. You know, but the way to equally help it is, remember the 5 a day, you know, take your, in fact, we didn't even talk much about healthy diets, you know. You know, healthy diets, the cheap way to have a healthy diet is, as you're getting older, increase your intake of vegetables. Vegetables, just remember the goat. You know, as in terms of food, behave like the goat. You are eating more of vegetables, grass, you know, and then reduce your intake of starch. Starch, I mean gari, fufu, yam, all those things. You know, taking so much of starch is producing a lot of glucose in your system. But when you take a lot of vegetables, that is why we say that each person needs at least 5 servings of vegetables each day to be alive. You know, some company went and, you know, just like what you asked about people bringing machine that we shake. They now said, okay, they said we should need 5 a day. So they now produce 5 alive. And then they tell you that doctor said you need 5 alive. You know, you need 5 servings of fruits to stay alive. So they gathered 5 flavors of 5 fruits and added sugar. Said this is 5 alive. Just to make money from people's ignorance. But you need to take 5 servings. You know, remember the rainbow colors. Something red, blue, yellow, green, you know, just combine like that. You'll be getting a lot of fiber, a lot of vitamin C, a lot of vitamin B, all those things, and your body will thank you for it. You know, Mr. Nat is by me, so thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Dr. Okoro. Well, you are free to consult with Dr. Okoro for your health tips or whatever health advice that you want him to. Or he's also free to speak in your church events or women group or NGOs, and is very, very considerate. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of this session, and to take us further, please can you get set up this other side?